Hi, everybody. Welcome to Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald, with special guest asking the questions, Cartomancy Mesquite and Purple Elephant Deb H.
Bing,
Continue
bing,
watching only if you dare. Jaime, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, and TarotStache warn you. Like and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Know your personal limits. Best chatters.
He's just hitting them all right off the bat, isn't he?
I just had a deck casual with Thomas from Tarot Your Way. And we did schedule, he and I are going to read with, he's going to read with the Stoller Tarot, and I'm going to read with the Word Cloud Tarot.
Cool.
Oh.
So,
all right.
So there you go. And what are y'all drinking?
I have coffee with what is that?
Arnica?
Oh, Arnica tea.
Wait a minute. You have coffee with Arnica tea in it?
Yes. I'm still, my back's still out, and the Arnica helps with pain.
Are they mixed together like a chai, like a dirty chai or something?
Well, what I did was I put a tea bag in my cup and then poured coffee on it.
Yep, so dirty chai. Got it.
I like the way you think. I like the way you think. What about you, Angela?
I have Skittles. It's a drink mix. Skittles flavored drink mix.
I don't know.
I'm drinking the souls of my enemies.
That's good.
Excellent.
That's excellent. Perfect.
And it tastes so good. So yes, with a side of mushroom infused coffee.
Oh, very good.
Jaime, what about you?
Irish coffee minus the alcohol.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's just, is it Rish coffee or I coffee? Which part of the Irish is the alcohol?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't know what I'm saying.
It's delightful. We'll go with that.
Good.
Okay.
Good. And so everybody, this is Back and Forth with Jaime and Gerald, and Deb and Angela are asking us random questions, which we are not privy to them because we don't want them we don't want to be privy to them. And we're going to be answering those questions. Y'all are welcome to join us in the chat with your answers.
Please do.
Yes, it's funner that way. It's more fun. It's funner. And so let's say hi to some people. We have got 16 people.
Hi, some people.
Hi, some people. Hi, Hershey. And Hershey is reminding people to hit the thumbs up. Mousy is here. Hi, Mousy.
There we go.
So, Flower Beauty is here. Hello. Lot TB is here. Teresa. And Naomi is here. Hi, Naomi. And Julie Kusha Watts is here. I'll stay as long as I can today. Ooh, that's good. Beth Espazio Rising. And by the way, Beth, I have enjoyed. That is all for now. That's the secret. Y'all, yeah. I'm
The
bored.
mystery, the suspense.
It's the intrigue, right?
It is.
I could pull that up. Flower Beauty is still hungover from the Candle Magic show.
Nice.
It was a good show. And Rossi is here. Hello, Rossi. Jonathan Daly.
Aloha.
Trey is having whiskey. Kudos to you.
Mhm.
Oh, oops, I wasn't asked.
No,
No,
you were. Everybody
you were.
was.
You were. Yes. And Rossi's like, long time no see, Gerald. It's like, this is the third show today, and it's been awesome. So, cold brew pumpkin spice coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And sounds painful, Ange. Must be the Skittles.
Mhm.
Yeah, but she's tasting the rainbow.
Yeah.
It's berry flavors.
I actually like Skittles. I'm not sponsored by Skittles, but if Skittles wants to sponsor me, if Skittles wants to give a diabetic Skittles, that's perfect.
That's a new product line.
Mm-hmm.
They should.
Skittles for diabetics.
Skittles. Or I was just like going that, the souls of my enemies Skittles or something like that. So anyhow,
Okay.
just don't put ginseng in your coffee because the coffee will neutralize the ginseng. Oh, good to know.
Good to know.
So yeah, Angela's tasting the rainbow. Yes.
Yeah.
See, I'm not the only one that thinks that way.
All right. Sounds like a healthy choice, Angela.
Mhm. It is.
My coffee house doesn't have pumpkin spice anymore.
So that's bizarre. It's still November.
Wow.
Did
I
you
like
tell
the
them?
chocolate and the Irish cream, but that's just bizarre to me.
Could you look at them with disappointment and go,
Oh, I'm
how
sure she did.
disappointing? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Lisa Keller is here. Hi, Lisa. Kat Evans is work a lurking. And so, okay. Jane the Seeker is here. Jane, don't you have a group that you're with at 4 today? I'm not saying you have to be there, but Delphi Ross is here. Hello, Delphi. So it's good to be here. Thank you. I'm getting my head in the right place. Just before the live, I showed Jaime, Deb, and Angela the new fabric that I got.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
It's fun. Oh, and Jane's like going, "Oh shit!" It's like, oh, and I love it. Kat Evans says, "We'll see how often I'm interrupted." Are you keeping count? Yeah, just pop in like 1, 2, something like that. Anyhow, so, but yeah, I just showed here, and I will show them one piece of fabric. The first piece of fabric. How's that? Is that not inspiration?
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of inspiration, more than you know.
It's like,
It's giving me Beatles vibes.
Yeah, way.
so, and it was deeply discounted on sale. So I'm like, okay, I'll do my bit. I help to clean up places because I do that. I go in and buy everything on the bolt just because they don't have to put it back.
Yes.
Betsy, I got your thing. I will respond.
I did get your thing too, Betsy, and I will respond too. And I also have Betsy thinking about December 5th, seeing if you're available for that. So how's
Always
that?
doing the moving and the shaking, man.
Always moving and shaking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Thomas is here.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas Tarot Your Way is here. He's back. He's willing to come back. And Plucky Heroine is here.
All
right, so we're 9 minutes and 52 seconds in. So bring on the questions, Deb, Angela.
You
Deb,
want, you want me to go first?
Yes.
My first question today is, what is your favorite element to work with for this time of year?
Okay.
So everybody think about that. What is your favorite element to work with this time of the year? I'm very much into water at this time of the year. And don't ask me why.
Well, it makes sense to me. And so if you don't want to know why, I won't tell you.
Well, well, okay. Because we're not fully into the north, and so I picture the north would be earth. So we're still transitioning, and I sometimes get moody, and so my emotions sort of bubble up. So, what about you, Jamie?
It's the same. It's Earth.
Mm-hmm.
I somehow knew that.
Yeah. And the only time that I get moody per se is when I can't get to it.
Oh, okay.
I would. So, Jamie, does that mean that beginning with this time of year and going forward, that it's harder for you to get to the earth,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
then that does cause some problems?
Yeah. I'm cognizant of it, so I make sure that I can get to it, but I have to be really cognizant of it.
Yeah.
You don't keep a coffin in the basement with earth in it.
Not anymore, Deb. It's kind of frowned upon, and when the police came and they confiscated and the things, kind of took the fun out of it.
Well, that you both answered the way I thought you would, and I think that that's maybe you're not predictable. I'm not saying you're predictable, but
It's okay,
maybe I know a little bit about both of you.
right?
Maybe you're energetically connected.
Possibly that too.
I would believe that before I would believe, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop up. We have okay, so okay, and Hershey Betsy said yes for the 5th. Air. Beth is air. Julie is fire. Thomas is eggnog and oxy.
Well,
Okay.
Fire for Betsy.
Mm.
Lisa is earth. Delphi is earth. Earth. Naomi Plucky is fire. And yeah, fire. And Jonathan can't just pick one element because you are an overachiever. But if you had to pick one, it would be water. So, no, never comfortable with in places with no water. Okay. And I live on the plains, and it's very windy in November for me. Swirling energy. Oh, that's okay. I like that.
Cool. I think you gave Jane a heart attack. That she's okay now.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Mousy said air. There you go. We've made Hershey excited. So basically, on December 5th, I am hosting Medium Betsy Palmer and Hershey the Shadow Reader together.
that's going to be cool.
Mic drop.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I just want to say, and this is no disrespect to Betsy because she knows that I love her, but when you said that, the sarcasm was high, and I was going to say, well, what about tall Betsy Palmer? What about small Betsy Palmer? Anyway.
She's fire.
She-
And book is also fire. And okay, so what about you, Deb? What are you?
I I like water, but I tend to work more with air or fire.
Mm.
Okay. Angela?
Definitely fire.
Fire.
Fire up the fireplace, light candles, bake cookies, make candy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent. Excellent. Cool. Thanks you. That was fun.
Mhm.
And what are we talking about, chat people? Deb, go ahead and ask your question.
The question I asked is, what is your favorite element to work with for this time of year?
And so I was water and Jamie was earth.
Mhm.
And Betsy said wind is blowing today, gust up to 50 miles per hour.
Zowie.
Yeah. And Hershey is air on fire kind of gal. Air in the ocean. Flower Beauty said, I don't know what you guys mean by working with elements, so we'll skip this one. However, this is an interesting thing to what aspect of nature do you work with or do you pay attention to? And but that's cool. But and Jane is always in water. So Book Bewitched said, Angela, can you come over? Fire, baking. So I need to bake something for later this week. I don't know when. I don't know why.
It's that time of year.
It is.
Yes, I don't know why I need to bake anything on Thursday.
We shall not speak of this. At least not until Thursday.
I don't know what you're talking about. Angela, what is your question?
My question, what's under your bed?
Shoes. Every kind of running shoe I have used in the last decade is under my damn bed.
Dust.
Wow. Yeah, but
And I believe I also have some shoes under there because I just recently rearranged a closet and I was putting some, there are some drag shoes in there, high heels in there.
Ah, cool.
rag shoes.
So,
Yeah, I pictured you having those low bins full of fabric
yeah.
under your bed.
I don't have, no, there's not fabric in there.
So I will say that I have some of those bins under my bed with those shoes, and they have those big fuzzy sweatshirts that are really super thick, and you wear it like when you're freezing to death and you like pull it down over your knees kind of thing, and they don't fit in a drawer or they take the whole drawer. And if you hang them, you ruin here. Yeah.
Yes.
D is here. Hi, D.
Hello.
And what's under your bed?
My dog. All the time.
Okay, but does your dog come out or is your dog like, okay.
It's just her favorite place to hide.
Okay. Deb, what about you? What's under your bed?
Well, I have some shoes. There are dog and cat toys under there. But I also have an under the bed bin that has some of my important things in it, like my parents' wedding quilt that my grandmother made.
My parents, period. My parents aren't under my bed yet, but yes,
No,
go ahead.
not my parents, but their wedding quilt is under my bed. I would never put it on my bed. It's too fragile.
Yeah, it's fragile.
Yes, it is.
So it's French. Is that what you're saying?
It's
Joy-
French Appalachian Mountain.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
Okay, so Okay, leaves for my dining room table and likely my cat,
Mm-hmm.
Julie. And Lisa Keller said, nothing is under my bed.
Oh,
Lisa said, pictures in totes.
Very
And Jonathan has his overflow decks in bins under my bed.
mhm.
So Flower Beauty said, I'm traveling, so I don't know what's under my bed where I'm sleeping unless I look. Okay, so you're traveling. Kathy, Tortoiseshell Moon Kathy is here. Hello. Travel bags under Hershey's bed. Mousy is just saying this and that. No details.
I like that. So,
Yep. Naomi is a small mattress and fluff.
And fluff, yes.
And fluff. Thomas is the boogie cat.
Yep.
Meeting Betsy Palmer said extra tote bags, foam roller, blankets, air mattress, and personal documents. Okay. And
cool.
I have a divan style bed, so nothing fits underneath except dust bunnies. I think
Yeah.
I saw some cat puke under there last time I checked. Or am I?
Or am I?
So, all right. That's great. Woohoo. Tell me when you want me to do a break. I already used the word moist today, Jamie, so I won't be saying that.
You already said it, and you and your tiny hands, I swear.
Book has their grandmother's quilt on the wall for the same reason.
Ah,
The fragile reason, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and that's one of those things. Yeah, the quilts, I make quilts, and my sister actually made Jeffrey and I a wedding quilt.
Oh,
So it's beautiful. So, hi, fun boy. So, all right. So who's up?
Oh, me, I think.
Mhm.
How do you choose a deck that you're going to use? Regardless of what the reason is, whether it's for a reading for someone else or for yourself, what is your process to choose a deck?
I went first last time, Jamie.
It depends on what I'm doing. Like if it were Gerald and I getting together and doing a reading, or if I'm reading for a friend. But generally speaking, it's based on the energy around me and my mood.
Mm. Okay.
So, yeah.
So how do I pick a deck that I want to use for a reading? Is that basically it?
Yeah.
Oftentimes it's energetic. I get a flash of the deck that I want, so I will try and find it. Usually it's one that's nearby.
Mm-hmm.
So, and sometimes it's one of those decks that, why the heck would I choose this deck? Why? And it ends up being a great deck for the reading,
Mhm.
especially when I listen to it.
Do
I
you
was gonna say you have good intuition with stuff like that.
Well, thank you.
does whether or not it's a light or a dark deck ever come into your process?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Not for me, because all right, I'll get deep and philosophical, because those are just directions or an aspect, because when I'm reading, I will oftentimes balance the imagery with the words that I'm saying.
Mhm.
And I am that person who everybody says, oh, the Deviant Moon is my Halloween deck. It's not my Halloween deck. It's my deck when I need a funny reading and I need to giggle. So I don't know, that wasn't very deep and philosophical, but.
Well, so for me, and then I'm going to use my words for me. This only applies to me. It doesn't apply to anybody else. And if they use dark, this, that, however they use their terminology, right? For me, I look at the balance of things. I don't look at dark, other than there is one deck that I have that's in my purgatory box and I can't think of the name of it, but it is a dark deck in that its content is dark, and I don't like it because there is no balance. There is no hope. I don't live there. I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I would follow up that question and ask, okay, if you were to do a reading right now, what deck would you pick?
Oh, that's easy.
So, by the way, Beth said, my parents bought me a beautiful Amish quilt for my second wedding. Hope springs eternal, LOL. And Lucky said, plastic gift wrap tote, folding stepladder, and Gladdy. That must be the cat.
The cat. Mm-hmm.
And Naomi picks by feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And Beth says art and vibe. Thomas says in reach and convenient. And Dee said, mostly I allow the deck to pick me.
Yeah. I'll leave that.
And okay, we have one interruption already. So Bossman came in switching to earbud. We'll whisper, cat.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Meeting Betsy Palmer said, if I use cards, I pick the ones that are yelling at me from the drawer.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Yeah, everything does have light and dark. And light and dark is very subjective, and I try not to prejudge the situation. Yep. Mm. I allow the client to pick the deck on what they feel. I'm doing a general reading for YouTube. I use date or feelings. Yeah. I try and plan which decks I'll use that month, and then that goes out the window because I feel like using a totally different deck that I'm vibing with. Yep. I've never done that, Tortoiseshell Moon. I've never, ever had that happen to me all the time.
He wears the scarlet letter L.
For lovely.
Liar.
Dee said Conrad Stein's PMA deck right now.
Okay, so here's the funny. I'm just scanning, right? Because I'm paying. I read spam deck, and I'm like, there's a spam deck? I guess if there's a cinnamon toast deck there, or happy toast, there's a spam deck.
Oh.
You see that? A Monty Python. Every card is spam.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Except for one, and it's eggs.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. And Hershey's. Yeah, I would totally buy that. I would buy the deluxe edition of that. I go off of energy when choosing the deck or tool. Yes. And Jane said, I would love a Monty Python spam deck. Yes.
Oh, good. Jane's still here. So if you ask the deck question, what we would use right now, I can totally dog on Jane. That makes me happy.
Oh, dog on Jane.
And so the spam deck would be very Hawaiian.
Yes, very, very Hawaiian. Oh, wait. And it
could be Filipino too, but yes.
It comes in a tiny spam can.
I like it, Jane.
And you have to turn the key.
Please, someone make this happen.
Yes.
Or make it stop. One of the two.
Or make it stop. Okay, but doggone Jane. So what deck would you use right now?
The Feline Rider that I can't seem to get out of my hands because of Jane.
And that would be Jane the Secret Tarot.
Whatever. You can give her formal name.
Yeah. Jane the Enabler. Because I have to say, Jamie, you did know your limits and you purchased responsibly, and you purchased it like within minutes of seeing it.
La 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 la. What was that? What was that?
Nothing.
Come again?
Nothing. Oh, I spelled Gladys wrong. Now she's flicked her tail at me. Yes, she's my cat.
Nice.
Yeah, who's making the spam deck? But there are 26 flavors of spam. Is there really?
There's only 26 flavors.
That's perfect.
Only 26. Well, that's most of that's all of the majors.
Yes.
24.2 seconds if you really want to count it, lady.
Or it's 3/4 of all of the court cards.
Hmm.
Oh, excuse me, overachiever. Wow. My son has them all. All of the spam. So if there's a shortage on spam, road trip to Jane's house or Jane's
Right.
son's house. Okay, actually, here's the one that I have been playing with since and then we're gonna ask you two the same question. I have been really digging the Oracle of Heaven and Hell, and it's the Travis McHenry. And it's Jamie. I think you and I did a reading for that.
Yeah.
Or we used it, but one side of it are angels, and the other side are demons, and it's fascinating. I absolutely love that balance, and I actually think I was like going, I'm not sure if this is a deck to use online because it's a pretty hefty deck, and it takes some time. But if people wanted private readings with it, I could do that because that way we can spend more time.
Yes. And I think Jonathan has come up with the plan for the deck.
Yep, you sure did.
There you go. 22 majors and 4 for the minors. There you go.
Yes.
Show the cover of that deck, please.
Which deck?
This
Gerald?
one? Is that one, or is it the other one? Is it Jamie's? I need to do a flip through of this. I think I
You do.
Oh, Betsy is thinking about getting this one, and Betsy, I would also recommend the Grimoire of Heaven and Earth. I think we talked about this one, and the Grimoire is available as a download. So there you go.
Download for your computer, not your head.
Yes. Well, it could be a download for my head. Just know I have that deck. I have the Kickstarter version. Of course you do, Jonathan. Oh, sorry. Of course you do, Jonathan.
No jealousy.
Okay. Deb, what about you? What's the answer to that question for you?
I generally pick whichever one pops into my head. So that's the one I need to use. I don't distinguish between light or dark. Sometimes the imagery has meaning, and I will read it. If I'm supposed to read the imagery, that's the one that pops into my head. So the one that you guys all know, the one I use most often, is the Tarot Muka. So that speaks to me, and mostly I use that one.
Pumpkin spice and figgy pudding over the holidays for spam.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Angela?
I do it in a kind of an odd way. I just reach my hand out, and my hand knows when that's the deck I'm going to use.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I don't know whether it's tied to energy or whether it's like a remote viewing thing, because when I was working, I used to find evidence of fraud that way. I would reach into a box of documents and I'd just put my hand on the paper, and my fingers would find the sheet that was the proof of the fraud.
I love it.
So
anybody that doesn't know, Angela used to work for the DOJ in the fraud unit.
Yeah.
Investigating.
Okay, I took a second and I'm like going, because I was thinking about ordering something from the Zon of Amma And it's like, oh, you only need this amount of money to get free shipping because, but I'm looking at all the spam and I'm like, oh, holy crap, turkey, spam jalapeno. I'll stop. Like, it's crazy. Wow.
Well, the jalapeno is at the grocery store here.
Yes. And in Texas, jalapeno is in everything.
Angela, please ask us a question so I can not make my funny comment.
Okay. What's your favorite My Little Pony character?
I can answer that very quickly.
Okay.
I don't know the name of any My Little Pony character.
You don't?
No.
That shocks me.
Yep. Nope. I will tell you though, for Christmas, I picked up a unicorn advent calendar and a horse calendar, advent calendar, so that me and the BFF, the vet, can open our little things and get our little toys out for all of December. I did do that, but I don't know.
I have never seen My Little Pony, so I don't know.
I haven't either.
I
so.
can't imagine, Gerald, that you've never seen My Little Pony.
I was doing other things than playing with My Little Pony.
Oh, I don't know. You were playing with My Little Pony, but not cartoon.
He just doesn't want to share the name.
Oh, I'm frozen.
I think I just ended up in that cup of his.
There you go.
Goodness.
Okay, Hershey doesn't have one. Naomi doesn't have one. And oh, wait a minute. Tortoiseshell Moon Kathy said picking a deck is a whole thing. And then when I recently went away, I only took one deck, and it was absolutely fine. Go figure. Yeah, but you probably had heart palpitations every time you were thinking about a deck that wasn't with you. That's what would happen with me. Jonathan, Angela, my favorite is Twilight, and I got the MLP tarot from one of the original artists. It was a Kickstarter. Okay, I'm going to start keeping track of the snorts and the number of times Jonathan mentions Kickstarter. Because tarot envy, Jonathan. I'm kidding you. Oh, Naomi said, is there one called Spam? I will have that. Oh, my 28-year-old son was brawny like 3 years ago. And Beth said my daughter used to carry around a little basket full of My Little Ponies, the scented ones. It was amusing to see people's faces as she wafted by.
That had to be funny.
Please explain the little toy things, Jamie.
Because like the horse, the Brer horse one is it has corral pieces to make fencing, so toy pieces, so the little toy things. I do not know what the one for me, the unicorn, what it is. I just know that there aren't 24 unicorns, although I wish there were.
Now, if they were unicorns, you'd be all over them, right?
Yep.
Oh, mine is unicorns. Yeah. Tanya's is more realistic. Mine is fantasy.
And by the way, Plucky has put up here, Llewellyn is having a 50% off sale through the end of the year.
Know your limits.
Purchase responsibly.
Yes.
Tortoiseshell Moon Kathy said, my favorite My Little Pony is still on my bookshelf, Bow Tie. And I'm glad Jonathan is getting that. I'm joking. A bro knee.
A pony.
A pony brony, a guy who likes My Little Pony.
Yes.
Brony.
That
Oh.
would be my son, who is 33 years old.
There you go. Cranky Donkey.
Somehow I think that would probably be mine too.
And Jonathan is a brony.
Shocking.
Wasn't there something in Bob's Burgers about the an episode about them going to like a My Little Pony convention or something like that?
There probably was.
Okay.
Me too, D.
Yeah, shame. I'd like 24 unicorns.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. That was a fun question that I wasn't able to answer.
Me either.
That was great. That was fun. Lifted spirits. Okay, who's up?
Me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh, James Bond films. James Bond films. I like all the gadgets. Give me a good give me a good title sequence. So, I don't know what you're smiling about, Deb.
I was just thinking about it. I was thinking, what's her name? The last girl that sang the title sequence, and it was For No Time to Die.
Oh,
I can't
so not
remember.
Billie Eilish.
Yes, Billie Eilish. That's the one.
Okay.
Just got a picture of Billie Eilish singing the song.
Okay. So what is your guilty pleasure? That one's actually been consistent for me.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I always like the gadgets because it's and of course I should know this, but who's the guy who makes all the cool things? No.
M is
Q.
Is it Q who's the technician?
I think it's you.
Anyhow, I want to be him. So, Jamie, what about you? What is your guilty pleasure?
Mine's really simple. It's honestly 5:30 in the morning and it's dark and I'm huddled in blankets and I have a cup of coffee that's been delivered to me by my sweet husband and I can do social media or read or whatever and I am completely surrounded by my dogs.
Nice.
That's my guilty pleasure.
That's beautiful.
And I don't have to pay attention to anybody if I don't want to.
Yep.
Which is delightful.
Angela, what's your guilty pleasure?
That's a tough one.
Skittles?
Between general anesthesia and coma.
Well, you keep up with the Skittles, you'll have one or the other or both.
I don't even. I'm going to snort at that one. I'm not going. What? Okay. Well, we have Hershey said, "Getting my hair braided is mine."
Mm-hmm.
D loves their laptop and named her. Well, you didn't tell us their name. 90 Day Fiance?
I think it's finance.
90 Day Finance? I don't know. Sweets.
Fiance.
Fiance is what I would say.
Sweets. And too many on my list. There you go. And my guilty pleasure is watching TarotTube. Sometimes
Hours.
hours. No, it's
Fiance.
Fiance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Deb, what's yours?
Mine also has been fairly consistent throughout my life. I like to watch Fred Astaire movies.
Oh, nice.
I
like
love
that.
me a good Fred Astaire movie.
No.
Angela does not agree with you.
Oh, Monkey's trying to get in her lap.
Oh, and Okay, just getting caught up. Michelle Marie is here, and the best chatters. And I am on with Michelle Marie tomorrow and Tanis, so I'm looking forward to it. And Mabel Maple, because she's an Acer. Get it? No.
Ba-dum-bum.
Mabel Maple. Oh, geez. And I agree. We shouldn't feel guilty for any of this stuff.
No.
So, Tarot Tube, day and night.
Mm.
Fred Astaire. I love Fred Astaire. I think Fred Astaire, he is a very attractive man.
I like Gene Kelly too, but Fred Astaire was my first. So yeah.
We had this conversation, didn't we, Deb?
I think we did.
Fred Astaire is much more fluid
And
and romantic, and Gene Kelly is much more athletic.
yes,
They're equally good. They just have a different spin on them.
they're different. They're different. If you like a good comedic dancer, Donald Connor.
Yes.
Mhm.
Zombie movies and any horror movies. And I just watched a really bad horror movie.
Scared
No,
the piss out of him.
Yeah.
Well, last night, okay, see, that wasn't, okay. Fred Astaire brought the elegance, Gene brought the sex appeal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could see that.
Well, okay, so last night, I have to tell you this. I was watching Halloween 2
Mm-hmm.
while I was cooking, and I thought, oh, I should text Jeffrey to let him know that to let me know when he gets home so he doesn't scare me. And then I didn't have that, that thought was just a second done. And he came in and said hi, and I screamed.
Like a little itty bitty squealy baby piggy.
I was just like, oh my God. And I was like, good. And then I started laughing because he's looking at me like,
What is wrong with you?
and I'm like, I'm watching Halloween, and I literally just thought I need to text you to tell me when you get here so that you don't scare me. And anyhow, so
That was even before the mask.
yes.
He was wearing like a old sackcloth on his face.
He was wearing the original mask, wasn't it? A William Shatner mask turned inside out, painted white. I don't know.
That was Halloween. Okay, you're right. I was mixing my genres. So yes,
I'm
he
right.
always had the William Shatner mask. Yes,
I'm right.
yes, you are. It's your show. You get to be right.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Jane said, I'll take Dave Matthews or Lenny Kravitz.
Right.
Yes. So long as Lenny Kravitz is singing, I'm good with that. And old Jean Arthur movies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that. Okay. Here you go. Fred Astaire is from Omaha. Just saying. I'm in Nebraska. Oh, here you go. Michelle Marie and Jonathan like watching What's My Line from the 50s and 60s late at night. We discovered there's another Betsy Palmer in the spinoff show, What's My Secret?
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, if you've ever seen the original Friday the 13th, Jason's mom is Betsy Palmer.
God, that's incredible. Okay. So, yep. And love Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy. Not everything can be a British costume drama.
Right.
But can you imagine Deadpool and Guardians of the Galaxy as a British costume drama?
Oh, God, Ryan
would
Reynolds
be
would have fun with that.
I would watch that, yes.
I would watch that.
Lisa is right. I was thinking about Jason Voorhees.
Mm-hmm.
Friday the 13th.
Okay.
And here's the thing. I'd never seen Halloween 2. So I was watching it for the first time, and that's why I'm looking. I don't remember this. I saw 3 in the theater multiple times because that was in 3D.
Of course.
So, okay. All right. So there we go. Who's up?
Okay.
We don't know.
Angela's up.
Angela.
Okay, I'm out of questions now. Let me think of one. Okay. What's your favorite food during the season?
I'm
It will be a standard answer for every season. Tex-Mex, Tex-Mex, Tex-Mex. Every season.
Jamie, you need to come and visit us.
Mm-hmm.
There is a taco stand to die for across the street.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Not like a
I'm a soup person. I really like a good split pea soup, a bean soup. Stop it. I'm at home by myself a lot. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You don't have to worry about that. Norman Bates. What a way to go. Uh-oh.
Which is an interesting movie.
Okay. I'm writing this down.
Shirley gets married a lot in that movie.
Yeah. Who gets married a lot?
Shirley MacLaine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Every man she marries dies.
Deadpool in a bustle. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Did I hear a cat in the background?
I think there was one outside.
Okay. Jamie, I used to live in El Paso, and I'm with you on that. Mexican is the best. I also love the food in Santa Fe and in Mexico, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So pecan pie and fruitcake for dessert, or is that pecan pie?
I was just gonna say the same thing. That's funny. We're predictable.
Yes. Roasted chestnuts and pomegranate stews.
Mm.
I need to be careful the next time I get a pomegranate, and I'm going to blame Richie for that, and the Labanco. So,
Huh.
and mixed greens and hot water corn bread is my. Ooh, I love a good cornbread.
Me too.
So lots of beans, chicken soup. Yep. Look, smell. Betsy, Richie, and I talked about this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Sense of smell, so very important.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what about you, Angela? What's your favorite food this time of the year?
Oyster stuffing.
I've never had oyster stuffing.
Oh,
That was my mom's favorite. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Cool. British fish and chips.
mm-hmm.
And Deb?
Mine is sweet potato pie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've got somebody to share my sweet potato pie with this year then.
Yes. As a matter of fact. Gerald's
Okay,
volunteering.
all right.
I'm just like going, you can ship it, right?
Sure.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
We have pumpkin pie and and Michelle Marie said Shirley MacLaine has many wasp-buns. Now that's the chart I want to see. I think it's husbands, but as how many husbands? So anyhow, pumpkin pie, because it's pumpkin pie. It's not pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
love pumpkin pie, but sweet potato edges it out for me.
Yep, me too.
Cool. All right. I think Deb is up.
Oh, am I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would be your perfect Yule celebration?
I'm going to distract myself and type this in the chat.
Peter J. Watts has joined us.
Hello, Twizzler.
Hey.
My
Jamie?
perfect one would be my mom would be alive and we would make all the foods and the house would smell fantastic and we would do ritual and we would scare people and we would have more good food and more ritual. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the scaring people part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like going, how do you scare people? I mean, how is that part of Yule? But I'm not questioning. I'm just curious. We can do it after the show.
There you go. Thanks.
Perfect Yule celebration for me is actually getting up late, having a nice breakfast, opening presents, and just a slow day.
Mm-hmm.
And doing it. Oh, look, a slow day, obviously, filled with lots of good intention. And I'm a ham kind of guy on Christmas. So, and stuffing and lots of nibbles all day. So,
Nice.
Trader Joe's has wassail punch, which is nice hot or over ice and or with vodka probably. And apparently Julie Kusha Watts is asking where has lost Peter. 10 days of peace and harmony.
Yes.
Nice.
We have family and friends and sitting around the full table. I'm sort of a guy, I want to listen to my Christmas LPs, with all the scratchy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Come in.
Horn blows. How about the driver?
Here you go. Oh, on that note, this section of the video is brought to you by the word hypermnesia. Everyone say it with me. Hypermnesia. Hypermnesia. Abnormally vivid or complete memory or recall of the past. Verify your hypermnesia by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channels. Hypermnesia.
Hypermnesia.
I like that word.
It's a good word. I am married to someone with hypermnesia. I remember everything he told me I said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's the safest way. We have tiny children around the still believe in Santa. Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Yep. And Peter, we already celebrate our perfect Yule celebration ritual and waking up the sun with bells, Yule log, wassail, and mead.
Nice.
Nice. Scary stories, ghost stories. Yep. And Franken turkey.
That's like a turducken, right?
Uh-huh.
Something like that. And by the way, I will watch any version of A Christmas Carol that there is. So.
I also like A Christmas Story. Just because I like the grumpy old man.
Yeah, being with family and friends. So, what about the two of you?
Well, I'm going over to my daughter's house, wading through the hip deep wrapping paper all over the floor, and hearing the kids scream because I'm bringing in candy.
that she made.
Yep.
Oh,
I
that
love
she
Mhm.
nice. Yeah. Oh, the only time I listened to Celine Dion, her voice was made to sing carols. I like to cook and bake for all or however many of my kids. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's a Wonderful Life. Yep. Yep. There you go. You know, it's a good ghost story. So, but Deb, what about you?
I usually my best celebration of the day is to spend a couple of hours with my son because he doesn't live with me. Then I like to come home and settle in to either watch one of those, A Christmas Story, A Christmas Carol, or I would sometimes listen to um, I like twisted Christmas carols. so I know it's shocking, isn't it?
No.
So, it not uncommon to hear, Christmas Time in Hell or something coming from And if I don't have a fireplace at the moment, but I would enjoy, as it begins to get dark, to have a fire to sit near.
Yeah.
Kind of cozy up with a blanket and a
Yeah.
cup of hot chocolate or hot coffee.
Yeah.
Hot toddy.
Yeah.
Well, and I do, I don't need a lot of gifts. I don't want to give a lot of gifts because there's I have enough. What I really like doing is finding a perfect gift for someone that they weren't expecting,
Yep.
and
Yes.
that keeps them occupied all day.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's fun. So
Mhm.
so there you go. Jonathan said it's a special time for us because it's also the season of our son's birthday. Yes. And I like watching A Christmas Carol with George C. Scott. Yes.
Mhm.
And Jane can do that with Dave or Lenny. Okay. She's out. Bye.
Hi, Jane.
She's 2 minutes late. So when I lived in the Bay Area, I went to Dickens Fair every year. Loved it. Started the day out with hot buttered rum, ended with absinthe.
Wow.
That
All right.
sounds like yes.
Yes, Scrooge was brilliant.
Yes, it was.
Brilliant. It's one of my faves. So, Jamie, do you have any question to ask Deb or Angela? I'm popping that question in.
Oh,
Seeing
sure. Put me on the spot.
No, here. Let me put you on the spot. There you go.
No.
She's
No.
gonna give me the finger. Okay.
Mm. That was my version of giving you the polite finger.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
go. I'll think.
Okay, so I'm not prepared to answer this. Deb, do you have another question since Angela's already done?
I do. I have one more.
Ooh, let's do it.
You may not want to answer it.
Hmm?
Do
Sounds
you have a favorite deck creator?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
I do.
Go ahead, Jamie.
MJ Cullinane.
Would that be the creator of this deck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I was going to explain something else because I have another deck creator that I really like, but that's a long, involved conversation. But yeah, anyway.
I love it. Surprise, surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a favorite deck creator? That's a big question.
It is.
It's a big question because I really like the Sasarabito.
Mm-hmm.
So Stasha Burrington, because I like the approach.
Well, and I was thinking about the people that we've been in deck casuals with, and the most enjoyable person, not the only one, but one of the most enjoyable people to sit down with was the guy for the pasta tarot. That was fun.
Oh, that
He
was
was a
great.
fun creator.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And yeah.
No, I did not, Beth. If I bring another coffee cup into the house or a water bottle to put stickers on, I think my husband will pull all of his long, beautiful hair out and commit Harry Carey on the porch. So no.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Surrounded by all the cups.
Surrounded by all the cups. So which card would that be then, Jamie? You know, which tarot card would that be? You know, I am a fan of the Robin Wood tarot. I mean, we all know that. But I don't know. That's really hard. I mean, I also really appreciate the Benabel Wins.
Well, that's what I was saying. That was the long conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the appreciation about that is the depth and the layers and that sort of thing. I hope that's not a cop out, but it's not a cop out because I said it. So there we go. It's not a cop out.
And Naomi, I agree with you. I like what Stephanie and
oh yeah, I cannot remember the artist's name.
I have his book down here somewhere. But yeah, I like what they've created. So yeah, I agree with you there too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa de Saint Croix. I have all of their decks, and stay tuned. They may make it in the cut that Jamie and I are doing toward the end of this month of decks to read with over the next
900 million years.
900 million years. Oh, geez. Jonathan is Anatolian.
Nice.
What about you, Deb?
Well, my favorite deck and the artwork on it wasn't created as a deck. They were art posters. Right. So, I really don't have one because my favorite creator didn't actually create a deck. He painted posters.
No. Okay.
Tarot.
Yes.
I don't have that deck.
I don't.
No, I don't have that deck, and it's one of those. I don't know about you, but some decks I like in the hands of others.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like them in my hand.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I would agree with that.
So, but yeah. What about you, Angela?
I don't have one.
So, yeah. So anyhow, cool.
Do you have a favorite deck?
Yes, I don't remember the name of the person who made them, but it's the Afro Goddess Tarot.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that deck myself. Mm-hmm. That's the one in the pink box, right?
Nope, it's in a brown box.
I'll look at mine, but I'm pretty sure that's same. Anyway, I might be. Yeah, I do like the Afro Goddess though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I have a question for you. What's a deck that you didn't like, but now you like?
Hmm.
Dee said, here, we'll fill the time. Dee said, difficult because many of the decks are inspired by author of the guides, and the artwork isn't an artist. They chose to create the deck. Pixie and Wait. Okay.
Mhm.
Mhm.
A deck that I didn't think I would like, but I really love and I use it all the time is the Deviant Moon.
Okay. Okay. Jamie, do you have one?
No, I mean, I have some of those occasional where you get it and you kind of go, and then I come back to it, but I can't think of anything, like right off the top of my head because I've kind of been avoiding stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
And Beth said, it's funny, but it never works that way for me. I like a deck, then love the deck. I don't like the deck, never like the deck. So she's yeah. I mean, you're not talking about the Light Seers, are you, Beth? Angela, do you have a deck that you didn't like, but now you like?
No, because I have a little habit of if I don't like a deck, I'll send it to somebody else.
And you do that pretty quickly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um,
all right.
yes, and I know you tried. You tried like 4 times. Don't try anymore. Save your money, even if it's on sale.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie, this one may surprise you. It's the Super Lunaris. And I'll tell you why. I read with it with Jane the Seeker this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and it lifted the energy for it.
That is hilarious.
I don't know how long it'll last. It might just be a nice blush, but it was like, it might be my Jane deck. I don't know. Jane, I know you're not watching, but so, but there you go.
Nice.
So did you have a question for Deb or Angela?
Nothing is being put on the spot. I'm not very good at that. So yeah.
And Tortoiseshell Moon, Kathy said, I never liked Intuitive Night Goddess when I saw it, and I got it at half off sale and still didn't like it. Then I worked with it for a month, and now I really value it.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yep. And Beth really likes the Super Lunaris.
I have 2 copies.
I have 2 copies too, and one of them I'm thinking about hole punching. So, but
Monkey wants to join the discussion.
Monkey's trying to get onto Angela's lap because Angela's closer to the treats, right? Anyhow.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, thank you. Thanks, Angela. Thanks, Deb, for being here.
Yay!
Thank you for inviting us. Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome. And oh, Naomi remembered the Wild Unknown. They didn't like it, and then they like it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I remember it too. Still don't like it.
You don't like the Wild Unknown?
Not really. I have a couple of copies too. Not really.
I think I have like 3 copies of it. 4 if I include the small one, because I have a private version of it and all that stuff. So Monkey smells the rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Skittle, skittle.
Skittle, skittle. So it's been great. Deb and Angela and I are back on Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. GMT. We are doing caffeinated and unfiltered readings, the three of us. And it's one of those things that we're going to try something different. We're going to caffeinate and unfilter any reading that people want, so long as it's not politics, health, or finance.
Right.
So we're not limiting it.
Or legal.
Or legal. We're not going to do legal. So,
Mhm.
oh yeah. And I have not gotten the, I when I heard that the Super Lunars had a linen version, I'm like going, no, it's okay. It's okay.
Mhm.
Angela, are you still doing on Saturday, or are you doing your cartomancy class?
Yes. And on Sunday, I'll have Diana for Nancy Jean's Oracle Garden readings.
You're going every week now?
Well, she wanted to, so we'll see if it happens.
Okay.
We're doing it every other week, and she got wound up, so we'll see if she has time on Sunday.
She does get wound up.
There you go. And Deb, you got anything planned?
I don't have anything coming up right now, except for Thursday.
Yes. It's going to be boring.
It will.
Totally boring. I mean, totally boring. I'm not drinking extra coffee for it at all.
No.
So I'm going to drink a Red Bull.
I'm going to do a 5-hour energy drink, man. Woo! Yeah, there you go. Totally what people want. All right, and we've lost all of our viewers, so there we go. So. All right. Thank you, everybody, very much. Thank you for everybody who is watching. Like and subscribe to everybody's channel. Leave a comment. Answer the questions that we were asked, because that I'm curious about. Ooh, your favorite Yule. So I actually did propose to Jeffrey at a Yule celebration, so that was a pretty favorite Yule.
Mhm.
So, but I actually have the video of it that I will not be showing anybody. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.